Why most people never become who they were meant to be. Most people spend their entire lives chasing outcomes. More money, a better body, a better relationship, a bigger house, a better career. But very few people ever stop and ask the question that changes everything. Who must I become to create that life? Because success is not an event. Success is an identity. And until your identity changes, your life won't. That's the hard truth. Most people want millionaire results with broke habits, champion results with average discipline, extraordinary lives with ordinary standards, and then they wonder why nothing changes. The reality is that your current life is a reflection of your current identity. If you want a different future, you need a different identity. That's why I created what I call the Camacho Transformation Framework. Not because it's complicated, but because transformation is predictable. Every great life is built on the same foundation. 6 pillars, 6 phases, 6 levels of growth. And if you master these 6 areas, you can completely transform your life. Let's begin. Phase 1, faith first. Before money, before business, before status, before recognition, before success, faith. Because a man without spiritual direction eventually loses himself. The world teaches people to chase success, but success without purpose is empty. Success without principles is dangerous. Success without values eventually destroys itself. The first question every person should ask is, what am I living for? What do I stand for? What principles guide my life? Because when storms come, and they will come, your foundation matters. Everyone wants blessings. Few people want responsibility. Everyone wants results. Few people want obedience. Everyone wants the destination. Few people want the process. Faith teaches patience. Faith teaches discipline. Faith teaches humility. Faith teaches service. And those qualities become the foundation of everything else. Without foundation, nothing lasts. Not businesses, not relationships, not wealth, not success. Everything begins with foundation. That is why phase 1 is faith first. Phase 2, identity shift. This is where most people fail. They focus on goals, but goals are temporary. Identity is permanent. A goal says, I want to lose weight. Identity says, I am an athlete. A goal says, I want more money. Identity says, I am an investor. A goal says, I want success. Identity says, I am disciplined. Do you see the difference? Most people try to change their life without changing themselves, and that never works. You cannot build a millionaire life with a broke mindset. You cannot build a powerful body with weak standards. You cannot build a great family while avoiding responsibility. Everything begins with identity. Every morning, ask yourself, who am I becoming? Because every action is a vote. Every workout is a vote. Every book is a vote. Every video is a vote. Every decision is a vote. You are constantly casting votes for the person you are becoming. The question is, Are your votes aligned with your vision? Phase 3, physical transformation. Your body matters, not because of vanity, because of capacity. The stronger you become physically, the more responsibility you can carry mentally. Discipline starts in the body. Think about it. When you tell yourself you'll wake up early and you do it, you build trust. When you say you'll train and you do it, you build trust. When you say you'll eat properly and you do it, you build trust. Confidence isn't something you think. Confidence is something you earn. Most people want confidence. Very few people want to do the things that create confidence. Confidence comes from keeping promises to yourself. That's why physical transformation changes more than your body. It changes your identity. It changes your standards. It changes your self-respect. A disciplined body often creates a disciplined life. Phase 4, financial discipline. Money reveals character. It exposes habits. It magnifies strengths and weaknesses. Most people don't have an income problem. They have a behavior problem. They spend everything they earn. They chase status instead of assets. They consume instead of create. They want wealth without discipline. But wealth follows discipline. Always. Financial freedom is not about making money. It's about managing money. It's about controlling impulses. It's about long-term thinking. It's about making decisions today that benefit your future self. Every dollar has a mission. Every dollar should serve a purpose. Because if you don't control your money will control you. Phase 5, wealth building. This is where people finally begin playing offense instead of defense. Most people spend their lives working for money. The wealthy build assets that work for them. Businesses, real estate, investments, systems, ownership. The goal isn't to work harder forever, bigger than your own. The goal is leverage. The goal is freedom. The goal is creating opportunities not only for yourself, but for your family and future generations. Wealth isn't measured only by what you earn. It's measured by what you own. What assets are producing income while you sleep. What systems continue operating without your constant presence? What investments are growing while you're focused elsewhere? These are the questions wealth builders ask. Phase 6, legacy. This is the highest level because eventually success stops being about you. Eventually the question changes. It's no longer how much can I earn? It becomes how much impact can I create? How many people can I help? How many lives can I improve? How much opportunity can I create for others? Legacy is about contribution. Legacy is about family. Legacy is about service. Legacy is about influence. Legacy is about leaving the world better than you found it. One day your money won't matter. Your followers won't matter. Your possessions won't matter. What will matter is the impact you created, the people you helped, the family you loved, the values you passed down, the example you set. That is legacy. And that is the final phase. Now here's the truth. Most people will hear this message and they'll agree with it. They'll nod their heads, they'll feel inspired, and then they'll do nothing. Because information doesn't change lives. Implementation changes lives. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. The person who acts wins. The person who executes wins. The person who remains consistent wins. Not for a week, not for a month, for years. Success is not built in dramatic moments. It is built in ordinary days repeated consistently. One workout, one book, one video, one conversation, one decision, one action, repeated thousands of times. That is how great lives are built. And the beautiful part, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to move forward. One step, one day, one decision at a time. Your future is waiting. The life you want is waiting. The person you were created to become is waiting. The question is, will you answer the call? Or will you spend another year living below your potential? The choice has always been yours. And it is still is. Start today. Start now. Become who you were meant to be.